What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today is March the 24th. I want to give you a quick pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers and what big money is doing today. Before we get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off with data points, don't have a whole lot. We have a couple of Fed speakers in the afternoon, which could cause some volatility. But aside from that, market seems very optimistic. So currently, Dow is up 0.91, S&P up 1.06, and NASDAQ up 1.46. A lot of that optimism is because of what came out over the weekend from Trump associated to the tariffs. So the April 2nd tariffs looks like they're going to be more focused and targeted. So essentially that's a good thing. Market's absolutely loving that. So yeah, honestly, the market really wants to just move higher because one of the big things that was looming over the market was obviously tariffs, and through that, inflation going higher. A lot of people were jumping to conclusions, including even Powell. So with this kind of getting taken down, the market's essentially moving higher. Fear and greed index is improving, still under the extreme fear category, so 23, but in theory, I think given the optimism today, it might be moving back into the fear category. But getting right to it though, SOFI, no news, no SEC filings. It is up 3.11% so far this morning. So I think in general, pretty kick-ass day for that. So I think it just always wanted to get back into that $13 to $17 range. Shorts aren't doing anything today, but given the momentum, I do anticipate them to return. As far as some kind of support and resistance points with it at $13.29, trading between this S1 and this S2, so $12.72 will be a strong support. Flip side, $13.59 will be the next strong target. So yeah, honestly, given the momentum, I can see it touching this S1, but anything is possible with today. So yeah, let me know your viewpoint on that. Moving on, ticker MLGO. So it did get hit on Friday, went down 19.23%. That's because of what they did announce recently as far as a issuance. So on the 21st, they announced a offering at 80 cents per share. I think overall, just the market and people's appetite for risk is really increasing. That's why it's going up 39.29%, because there is no rumors, no official news today, no SEC filings to justify this green day, but a lot of money is getting in. This is the most heavily traded stock so far this morning, or in the pre-market. So yeah, honestly, if there is a ride to wave, a good momentum wave, might as well join it. But moving on from here, looking at shorts, they are returning 119,000 shares this morning. 12.84% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 1.26 million shares overall are being shorted. So I'm not going to go and say that this is a mother of all short squeeze kind of scenario, but I think throughout the trading day, you will see shorts relatively active and possibly returning. We'll just have to wait and see, but definitely I know a lot of people will love to get behind this, saying that it's a short squeeze. So yeah, definitely have at it. But with it right now at $3.41, trading between these 2 points, so this S2 to this S3. So 304 is going to be a strong support. 344 followed by 369 is going to be the next strong target / resistance points. This stock has proven in the past that it can go up very, very fast. So I think that is why at the same capacity, a lot of individuals are getting behind it this morning. So you never know. You could see a very nice run up. And I believe the high last time it went up like 100%, if I recall correctly. So let me know what actually happened. I don't fully remember. I remember it did have a kick-ass day, but yeah, aside from that though, Tesla is up 3.62%, and that's just because of the FSD being launched in China today. So pretty big milestone for Tesla overall. So it is up 4%. So there's that news, and as well just piggybacking off of the broader optimism. When it comes to shorts, they are so far not doing anything this morning. It's not a squeeze play on a side note. So 2.41% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 67.4 million shares overall are being shorted. With it at 258, it is trading between these 2 points. So this R2 and R1. So 254 is going to be a strong support. Just watch for that if it does consolidate. Flip side, 262 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. So Tesla is definitely going to be one that a lot of money does gravitate towards because it's been hit. A lot of different circumstances on why, but people maybe saw it as now a value play. Palantir in that same capacity, I think just people are seeing it as a very screaming buying opportunity. There was news that did come out this morning though, nothing overly crazy that I feel like you have to drop what you're doing and buy it because of that. Rather, I think it's just the market optimism today that's one of the big things for it. But shorts are increasing so far, 179,000 shares this morning. 3.02% of the free floats being shorted, works out to be 65.41 million shares overall are being shorted. So this isn't a squeeze play, but it's interesting to see shorts increase with Palantir today. With it at 93 and change, it is trading between this pivot and this S1. So 78.34 is going to be a strong support. 69.27 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. So I feel like that is going to be hit. Might not be done today, but I think this week you will see a $96 mark. And that's exactly what I stated during my dedicated Palantir video under my other YouTube channel, when all the signs and technicals were pointing that it was going to go back down to the 60s. I stated that it was going to bounce off a certain area, head to the $96 range, and so far it's playing out exactly as planned. So this is why during times of blood, just think logically, don't get so emotionally invested, just read the data. Very simple stuff. But aside from that, last but not least, tickers UCAR, so UPower, they are up so far 8.16% because of this news. So it looks like a joint venture with SUSCO. So pretty good stuff for that. As far as the shorts, 6.19% of the free floats being shorted, works out to be 200,000 shares overall are being shorted. So shorts aren't doing anything this morning, but at the end of the day, this is kind of what the market loves to squeeze, is somewhat heavily shorted and also just low float. So this kind of meets that criteria. Way back when, I remember doing these types of videos for the top 5 most heavily shorted stocks. This was on that list quite often enough back in like 2024. So you can kind of see that big spike there. So yeah, definitely this stock has an interesting past. But aside from that, with at $3.10, trading between these 2 points is R1 and the pivot. So 296 is going to be a strong support. Just watch for that to hold. Flip side, $3.53 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. So let me know your thoughts on these stocks. Is there any other stocks that's floating your boat? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And then one final thing, if you're looking for some kick-ass buy signals, pop over to my Patreon to get buy signals on stocks, options, and crypto. Many of them have been absolutely on point and bangers. Definitely worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.